Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong.
Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong. Two peas
and a bong.
All right, y'all. Two peas and a bong in the building again. It's your boy DP.
And mine is your boy KP. It's your boy Bong. Good evening.
Evening. Man,
What's
I
good
guess
with it, man?
yeah, nah, not much, man. Just I've been watching these. I know I saw that Dallas Cowboys shit that's supposed to come on Netflix.
Pass.
Yeah, you sent the thing in our little chat or whatever, but I only brought that up because I was watching that Kansas City thing that's on ESPN, the family business documentary.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's pretty cool, man. And it just make every team is trying to have something, right? What's good, engineer in the building.
Engineer was good with it. Was good with it.
But yeah, I mean, just hard, with the hard knocks and all these documentaries and all that stuff. It's like uh the NFL is trying to smack you in the face with all of it from every angle. Pause. But yeah, I mean, but this documentary is cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the NFL being as big as it is, um, globally and domestically, um, they have to be able to reach out and touch the fans a little bit more. So, along with all the extra money they're bringing in, they have to provide people more access to the players, to the teams. Um, you know, you see a lot of podcasts, you see a lot of mic'd ups, just to give people the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying, and bring fans in, basically into the locker room, on the field, into the boardroom with the teams. So I mean, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying, to have that exposure. Um, to have that exposure. Engineer said the NFL trying to distract us from that lawsuit. Brian,
you talking
isn't
about the
Brian
Brian
Flores?
Flores joint? Yeah.
And he's still working too, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Is he with Minnesota? Was it
he
the
was a DC.
Vikings?
Yeah, he was a DC over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he still is as far as I know, but
Um, yeah, man, it's a cold hearted business, but to have to work for an employer that you're actively suing, it's tough. But he'll be able to do it because he's not really, he can separate the play on the field from what's going on at Park Avenue. So, just man, keep your head down. But that head coaching job gets further and
yeah,
further away by the day.
right. No, for sure. But I like what you said though, because it all depends on what how Minnesota is treating him, right? Because of course NFL is the umbrella, but your direct connect at the moment, Minnesota could be shielding you from some of the BS, or treating you right. So that may be the case, and that may be why he's comfortable with still working, in the league that he is actually suing. But yeah, that shit's crazy. But engineer, I'm not going. Yeah, the Gruden shit is up in the mix too. I don't know if you have you heard about that too, Bong.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's going on with
so
Gruden?
Gruden,
Getting fired?
say that again.
Over him getting fired?
Yeah, yeah. What's good, Nunya? Nunya in the building.
Nanya,
Um,
what's up? What's up?
yeah, Gruden is basically suing and saying that some of the stuff I've heard is him saying he wasn't the only one who was saying some bullshit in those messages, but
Right.
his messages were the only ones that were put out publicly. So he feels
Right.
like he's being targeted.
Yeah.
So he's got his situation going on also. Gruden, do you ever see Gruden being a coach in the league again?
I'll see. He'll be a coach before Brian Flores is.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
You know that? Like, let that sink in.
Yeah. No, no, no. I don't disagree. I don't agree. Uh,
John, his brother. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Funny shit is like, yeah, you may be talking about how they targeted you or whatever, however you saying it, and that the shit shouldn't have been made public in the way that it was or the fashion that it was, but it's like, man, you still said what you said, man. You still
Absolutely.
did what you did.
Absolutely.
So, if you get caught, then there's consequences, right? Motherfuckers do shit every day. You probably
Absolutely.
you probably run a red light, do a rolling stop, you
Hmm.
know, don't get caught, but as soon as you do, you got
Hmm.
you got to face the consequences. So,
Absolutely.
hey, like
So,
none you said it best. Folks still responsible for their words no matter how they come to light. Facts.
absolutely. You fell for the trap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Thought they was your folks. Man, I'm sharing text messages amongst friends.
right. Oh shit.
Hey, I had
Oh
a
man.
mole in the house the whole time.
There we go. Hey, speaking of lawsuits, before we go further into the NFL stuff, man, you mentioned you were talking about the Drake situation.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, man?
Um, Boy, have we come a long way from the origins of this case, right? And initially is him going at UMG over what he felt was artificial inflation of the Not Like Us record and it being used to defame his name and character.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, they spun it in a way that he was doing this for smaller artists and it would somehow trickle down. You know what I'm saying? It would be like some kind of trickle down effect, trickle down economics that, a win for Drake would be a win for these indie artists that
Right.
are getting suppressed and all this other stuff, which was all bullshit from the beginning, right? But as the case has gone on, now he's requesting to see Kendrick Lamar's contract. Now he's requesting for Kendrick Lamar to take a paternity test to see if his kids are
That's right.
right. Now he wants to dig into claims of domestic violence between Kendrick and his
Crazy.
wife Whitney.
Crazy.
And it's like, hold on, man, what does any of that have to do with Not Like Us?
What does it? Like what is he gonna say? Like, I wasn't what I put out is facts. Like, look, and this
Yeah.
is the evidence I have for it, but what he's saying is baseless. Is that the approach? Like, is that why he's doing this shit? Like,
And the cold part is, here's the coldest part. When I was before we got on, I was telling you like he out of pocket, but he don't care. Like no matter what twists and turns he makes with this lawsuit. What we have to realize with the state of the union right now, with the country that we live in, is that 47 done made it very clear that all you have to do is get a base and get them to buy in, and then facts, common sense, all those things don't matter.
Mm.
Like they gonna come along for the ride regardless. Drake fans are going to the mats. They going to the mattresses over this and
Yeah, this
finding
shit
and jumping
crazy.
through loops to justify all the reasons that what he's doing is logical, makes sense. Like this was a rap battle.
Right, right. It's crazy.
How did we get here? You
It's
asking for paternity tests?
it's crazy. It's crazy.
The game, hey man, what happened to the game I love, man? It's a cold game out here, bro. It's a
What
cold
happened to
game
the
out.
one I used to love? Um, and he got, you know
Yeah,
what,
man.
his team got got Kendrick's contract. I just heard it was redacted. So
Right.
basically, they just can't read what, the whole thing, and they're like,
They're
no, we need it
yeah, uncovered.
without this shit. But what's I mean, I would hope that Kendrick's team can, or UMG, because he ain't even suing Kendrick direct. That's the thing. Like, Kendrick is not even a defendant, right? He
Right.
he's just connected by association. But it's like, if you
Correct.
suing for defamation and all that stuff, like, why aren't you going at the person who actually created the music? Like, if that's the your issue, that's the root of it, right?
Because then it would seem like the pussy
Go
shit
ahead.
that it is.
There you go.
Right. So I
Exactly.
gotta come through. I gotta come through UMG and make it seem like this was a negotiation tactic.
Right.
But underneath all of that, I'm asking for all these things from Kendrick, X, Y, and Z. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it's it's plain as day. And Kendrick unbothered, still making every time, not like us, gets brought up in court, the stream numbers just go back up. People go out people revisit it like, you know what, I ain't touched it in a couple months. Let me go give it one more spin just because. It's like it's never gonna go away, Drake. It's never gonna go away.
Yeah, it's just a
You know
bad
what I'm
look,
saying?
man.
It's a terrible look.
Yeah.
Like that's not hip hop. You not that's not culturally, you know what I'm saying? Or as the clips will say, that's culturally inappropriate, man. Like if you about this hip hop, if you about the sport of rap,
Hmm.
what you're doing is cowardice, man. It's lame, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and a judge is starting to put that out, and because he's asking about, he's saying that certain lyrics, Drake is saying that certain lyrics defamed him, or what I'm saying, like just a shot at his character, and the judge is saying, bro, you said in Tailor Made, you asked him to bring up the pedophile accusations.
Yeah. Be careful
So
what you ask for.
you egged him on and he gave you what you wanted.
Yeah.
So where are you, like, what are we talking about here? You can't, and the judge basically said you can't pick and choose which lines in a rap battle are defamatory, right? Like, did you try and defame his name?
Yeah.
DV claims, domestic violence claims, claims that his children aren't his.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why he's trying to collect all the information that he thinks is going to prove that it's not defamation. That's why he's
Yeah,
asking for that other shit. But it's like, come on, dog. Like, this is just too much. Like, take the L,
it's sad.
man.
It's
Take
sad,
the
but
L.
he still he was super popular, so he'll continue to be popular.
Yeah.
Um, and he'll have a fan base. I had an argument with with some folks maybe a couple weeks ago, and they're like, "Man, we're tired of hearing Kendrick. We love Drake," and I'm just like, "Yeah, you can't get through to those people. Like the people that will just blindly say, I told him, listen, I'm a Drake fan. I like the music too. Everything before the beef, because everything since the beef, outside of a few songs, hasn't been quality. But you
Yeah,
can
man.
tell because now it's kind of in his head. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
But I mean,
but
it's all good until the shit is happening to you, because when he killed your boy
me,
Meek Mill and there was all kind of shit being said about him,
back to
where was
back,
where was the lawsuits then? Like,
it was mob ties then, right?
yeah,
Mob
exactly.
ties. Now,
And that ain't
Drake, you went out.
didn't Pusha T diss him and Birdman, like,
And
and
when Pusher, a few of Pusher's records got shelved because at the time Drake was still on good standings with Universal, and he had them put some Pusher stuff back on the shelf. I think Pusher did a song with Young Thug that they scrapped.
mm,
Um, they tried to scrap the joint that's Chains and Whips with him and Kendrick, with
yeah,
Clips and Kendrick.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why he left. That's why he left Universal, because they were like, nah, it just doesn't look right because you and Kendrick both beefing with Drake. You guys come out with a song together. They tried to shelf that.
Mm-hmm,
It's just like,
mm-hmm.
so dude, like so for you to come and act like you're this indie artist that, you know, like the record company fucked over, when in actuality you've benefited. The reason you're on top is because they keep pushing your music on the ears of the public for the last 10 years. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you benefited directly. That's how you know. If you think you know something about UMG, it's only because you was on the other side of it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. When the formula is working for you, it's all good. Like, come on, man. Yeah.
What happened to the game I love, man?
There you go. Man, and speaking of clips, man, I was listening to that Let God Sort Him Out. The actual track, that shit with like Nas verse on that joint. That
Yeah.
nigga Nas is ridiculous. Like Nas is one of them ones.
Yes.
So a sidebar. But yeah, so getting back to the
You still got it.
oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Getting back to the NFL, man. Um, you been following anything other than the Cowboys? And I know we've been talking about Shador. Anything else standing out to you?
Um,
Uh,
you know, the running back
internet going in and out.
position. My bad, my bad.
You said the running back
Can you hear me
position?
now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said the resurgence of the running back position, man, is in full effect.
Um, so now I was asking y'all when you had the Derrick Henry deal and the Saquon Barkley deal. I think I had asked you and KP, did you think that this would kind of reset the running back market? Um, do you think that was the start of it? Because like even James Cook, with Buffalo, his contract isn't quite where theirs is. Theirs is, I think, shorter with more money per year. But as far
Right?
if we're talking guarantees, he's kind of
Yeah.
up there in between the two.
Who?
But Cook, I think he got like
Yeah.
30 something, 30 something guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
hmm
Um. So
Um.
do you think it
Yeah. I
was the
think it was.
Barkley and
Yeah. I mean, what they were trying to do was crazy in the first place, right? That year, so two was that not even 2 years ago? last year they had Barkley and Derrick Henry signing for, well, Barkley got his money, so to speak. Derrick Henry basically was signed for like what, like 5 million, 5 or 6 million a year.
I think he's
And
getting.
after a year,
Yeah, then he got the extension. Yeah.
they ripped up the contract. They ripped up the contract and gave him some new money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And um and it, it,
Because
it
he's
didn't
at
make sense.
what? He's at like 12, right? 12 or
Yeah,
15, 12 to 15, somewhere around there.
absolutely.
Okay.
Outside of my draft was good with it. Was good with it.
Was good. I was
Um,
flexing mock drafts.
so yeah, man, it was sad what they were trying to do, but again, for the savvy teams, for the good teams, the smart teams with great GMs, great front offices, they saw the pocket, they saw a window to go and get these. It's being in the stock market, right? You see a window in time to go get a stock at a discounted price because you know this is a good company and you know that right now the stock market is depressed, but you getting good value because this is a good company, right? And like they took advantage of that. So it's like
Yay!
it's like what's up? So again, the smart teams, the Baltimores, Philadelphia's, they were able to take advantage of a depressing and come out there and get a running back at less value. You know what I'm saying? And now you guys have two of the best running backs in the market. Josh Jacobs, he signed a deal last year with Green Bay,
hmm
right? And Green Bay didn't rip his deal up and give him a new one. He's still playing off last year's deal, and
hmm
that's why that was the part that really pissed me off about the Cowboys not going after Derrick Henry. You know, the Cowboys wouldn't have ripped up his deal if they signed him to a 3 year, $15 million deal. He gonna play out that full 3 years, 15 million. I don't care if you run for 3,000.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So like, you guys had an opportunity to go in to the running back market, a depressed market, and get value. And the real teams that have good front offices actually did that. So, you know what I'm saying? Now the price is back up. The price of the brick went up.
hmm
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Shout out to James Cook for holding out. Well, not even holding out. He came to camp but not doing any workouts and actually, you know, um, uh, getting his money. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I know you said something about Kyron Williams, but I don't think his deal was, if we want to say lucrative, as
No, he
lucrative
got an
as.
extension. He got his money. I mean, he got his money. He
Yeah,
was
but
coming on
but I
board.
think it's still only like I don't even know if he's touching 10 a year, maybe in the last year, but his is like his it was like 23 million, I think, but
Okay.
um I think only a portion of, I think like 15 was guaranteed, fully guaranteed when he signed.
Okay.
And there's some provisions in there. He's got to do certain things to get the rest of the bread. And obviously, like we talk a lot offline about football and stuff, about even as Ezekiel Elliott deal, where he signed for a grip, it wasn't fully guaranteed,
Right.
and a lot of that money he got, but a lot of it was also left on the table, because once they cut you, whatever is not fully guaranteed, they ain't got to pay that shit. Which
Yep.
I mean, I wonder if it will ever be a day, because you know that Pablo Torres joint you was sent over to. I wonder if there will ever be a day where the players will have majority, fully guaranteed contracts. If
No.
and you would think the NFL can afford it if the NBA can, right?
Right.
Especially when
But
we talk and compare the two.
so the problem, which Torre speaks of a lot, and Dominique Foxworth speaks of a lot, is that you have 32 owners, billionaires that can afford let's say a majority of them, right? Let's say there's one or two broke owners. A majority of them can afford to miss a season where you have 1,700 NFL players, and outside of that top 1 or 2%, right? Take the quarterbacks out, take the highest paid non-quarterbacks out. You got a lot of these guys that are thousandaires, right? A lot of these guys on minimum contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So they're antsy to get a deal done because they know that they have a short window of time to make the money, and they're trying to feed their families, and they can't wait till tomorrow. So because of that, NFL players always end up taking, and just because of the inherent risk, injury risk involved, um, you know, there's they always end up taking a bad deal. Well, not I wouldn't say a bad deal, but they have to make more sacrifices than I'd say like an NBA than the NBA does or the MLB does. MLB gets all their money, right? Um, NBA gets all their money.
Mm-hmm.
NFL is like, we don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So, Nunya, you say not in the NFL. You saying they won't ever have guaranteed contracts? Let me know what you mean.
Outside of my draft, you said if Ken Walker is healthy and was signed for like 10 mil a year after this season, I don't think there's a chance Seattle doesn't resign him. Yeah, I mean, again, you got to stay. I think in Kenneth Walker's issue was he he was injured or played
For
played through injury, and then he
yeah,
was kind of injured a lot. So you know,
and he
um,
he's a beast.
he's a beast when he's out there.
Yeah, he's a,
You
he's
know,
a beast.
and I think a lot more teams are doing what Seattle's doing, which is incorporating like two backs. So hey, if one goes down, now you have Charbonnet behind him, right? You see what's happening in Cleveland, right? With Judkins, who won't face any criminal charges,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he's free to resume. But I don't know if the NFL will step in, and I know the NFL likes to let the legal proceedings happen first
And
before.
then they come down with it, whatever their ruling is.
But
Yeah.
again, no criminal charges. Then you have Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond came out of where the hell did Isaiah Bond, the wide receiver that was facing some.
Was it Texas?
I think he came out of Texas.
Texas? Yeah.
Yeah, so wide receiver comes out of Texas. He's signing with Cleveland too.
Mm-hmm.
So undrafted, and the only reason he was undrafted was because of the criminal case he was facing. So now you got Judkins, you got Isaiah Bond, then you have whatever they got going on the quarterback.
Go on and say Shador.
So Cleveland is a mess, man. Cleveland is a mess. Like
Oh man.
it
Outside the
is.
mock drafts comes back with Kenneth Walker was running behind a terrible O line, which contributed to the injury issues. It hasn't been any nagging injuries for the most part. Isn't he dealing with like some kind of foot situation or something this time around? Like in training camp? I thought they were saying something about him. Um, but yeah, so yeah, and yeah, everybody's saying that Bond's out of Texas. So yeah.
Yeah, so Isaiah Bonds, he avoided any legal ramifications, so he's free to sign, and he's
Yeah.
signing with Cleveland. And then you have, I mean, speaking of the legal issues um, that the different NFL players are dealing with, you got Rasheed Rice. Remember that thing he had that he got into last off season,
Mm-hmm.
where I think it was an accident or something happened, something crazy happened,
Mm-hmm.
but the NFL, I think so. We already dealt with the legal aspect, but the NFL won't see him until September 30th.
So after
So
the first 4 games of the season, I
the
think.
first 4 games, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Handle that before the season starts, and then we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Come here,
I
like
guess that'll definitely work out for them because he's coming off that injury. So, you see how he looks in that first 4 games. If it's a little bit of rust or lingering effects, you can kind of take a seat if the NFL says he needs to, and then get back to it because they'll probably
Absolutely.
end up making him sit out. Suspending them for some games.
Yeah. Oh, he'll definitely be suspended.
Yeah,
I mean, he'll definitely be suspended. But it's are they going to drag this out so that he can play the full season, or is he? Are you going to hurt the Kansas City Chiefs by suspending him late in the season? Now they're going. Let's say they're trying to make a playoff push, and you have your number one wide receiver out like week 10 to week 14.
yeah.
You know,
Nah,
like
yeah. True,
it's tricky, man. But
true, true.
one thing we know for sure, man, is that man we're a couple weeks away from real live action. You know what I'm saying? Real games being played, man, and it's super exciting. So. Um, I talked to, I think last episode we got a few people, so we decided that we weren't gonna do the league, the fantasy league for any money, right? So
Yeah, I
um,
heard. I heard that part.
engineer said that he was in, so
But
we got
you got side bets going if people wanna get it
they
going.
want to indulge absolutely. So right now I think we're gonna probably do a ten team league. Right now we have KP, UDP, myself, engineer. Al Sucks the Mock Drafts, Scotty Boy, Dizzle, right? So that's seven.
Okay,
We just need to
get 3 more
we need to
folks.
reach out to a few folks a few folks that rock with us. Yeah, so we can get to 10, and then we'll do a live draft. You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna pick, but we can go to the app and do a live draft
Hmm.
on one of the shows, either the Thursday or the Monday show. It doesn't really matter. So either one works.
Okay, we can do that. Um, and I see Nunya. I see you answered my question. Nunya was talking about the guarantee contracts. He said, "Yeah, guarantee contracts. They won't ever do that." Um, an engineer says managing contracts with the NFL's roster size seems like a headache. Um, yeah, I guess that is a factor because you talking about if we're comparing the NBA and NFL, you talking about what like 15 players versus 53. Um, but with the NFL, man, it's like you lock in that small percentage of guys who are taking those large long-term deals that are big money, and then there's tiers for the rest of the people. I think it's like, where do you fit? This is where you fit in. This is basically what you get, right? um and that's
Yeah,
kind of, I hate to keep like bringing the Cowboys up. We're Cowboys fans, but that's kind of the deal, the kind of what Jerry Jones was saying, where he's was picking at those 4 guys that you were saying, Bong, that he was throwing under the bus at the beginning of training camp. But those are the guys who are getting, the lion's share of the salary
money,
cap. Yeah.
right?
So, um, but yeah, I would agree, engineer, that definitely if you're comparing that to NBA, there's way more players to consider in the mix and work shit out in the mix when you're dealing with an NFL roster versus an NBA roster. So,
Yeah. Plus the risk. There's 100% chance of injury, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, every time they step on the field, man, you run the risk of getting injured, and it could be like career altering, right? So,
Hmm.
hey, man, this person
Hmm.
doesn't have that same burst, that same explosion anymore. Now you're on the hook for a guaranteed contract. But the rebuttal to that is that the NFL right now is making so much money. They're the most profitable league by far. They're making money hand over fist. Half the
Hmm.
owners just getting paid to exist off of some of the other bigger market teams. Um,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. And outside of my draft, to answer your question, Yeah, I think ESPN is typically like the default league. It's easy. Most people use it. I've used other like Yahoo Sports. I've used the Sleeper. I think it's called the Sleeper app. You know, multiple different platforms, but ESPN. I think most people use ESPN. They're the biggest platform, so
Yeah,
it's,
I
it's
like
easiest
Yahoo
to run
too.
with ESPN.
I like Yahoo too. Nunya. Nunya says he likes Yahoo, but yeah, I know a
Yeah,
lot of
Yahoo's
folks use
good.
ESPN. Nunya, are you in the mix? You down to get into this fantasy football situation?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Al sucks in mock drafts. Oh, I also saw you in um I think I said Torres earlier, that Pablo Torre joint.
Torre,
If y'all
Torre,
haven't
Torre.
yeah, Torre. Um if y'all haven't seen that Pablo Torre joint about the collusion and stuff, check that out. Bong kind of put us on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Um
Absolutely.
But Al Sucks in mock drafts, I see this question about Reeves, and I also saw your comment about your squad, the Blazers. They finally got sold. So you thinking that's gonna turn some things around out there? Because you guys are in you've stepped into a rebuilding mode. You bringing Dame back out there. I don't know what that's really gonna do for y'all. I guess it's just so he can retire.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, so he can retire a Blazer. Um,
Nostalgia.
but y'all got a lot of stuff to fix. Um, and Dame won't be playing this season, I don't think anyway. So y'all think the Lakers keep Reeves after this season?
Maybe
I you think they'd be smart to, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll say this: it depends on how he performs. Number one, and then after that, who's gonna who's going to remain on the roster? You know, you got Luca. What's going to happen with LeBron James? Do you see him playing there after this year? But if Reeves has a big year and it's consistent and stuff like that, he's going to want big money, and people are going to be offering it too. So Lakers will have to determine
um,
if they want to spend. You know, if he becomes too rich for their taste.
can he play alongside Luca? Because I mean, I feel like this is LeBron's last year.
So you do think LeBron is going after this year? Okay.
Yeah, that's why that's why he's doing all the mind games, doing all the internet, the social media stuff. Like it's all theatrics, man. And he's probably been told by the Lakers that this is his last year, especially at that dollar amount, which is way too rich for our blood. You talk about is Reeves too rich for our blood. LeBron is too rich for our blood. At 50 something million a year. Um,
Yeah, but I don't think anybody is giving him another $50 million unless it's like a Charlotte
but
or
that's but,
somewhere
but
like that. You know, that's just like you want to
he
come here and fill the seats. Come
but
on.
but but that's what I'm saying though. He wants that from the Lakers. He wants them to re-up and re-up at market. You know what I'm saying? You ever go to a steakhouse and you see the lobster tails and they only give you the price, market price, MP. Like, hold on, man. I don't even know what that is. Hold
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me let me get this little $40 steak now. I don't even know you start
Right.
talking market price, man. He might surprise me. Come on.
Today's price? What's today's price, baby?
So, LeBron is like, nah, re up. I want to re up at market price. And the Lakers are probably like, no,
Yeah.
we're out of the LeBron James business.
And then when you say re-up, what's a re-up for LeBron James? What is a re-up? Is it a
Another
one
one and one.
I was gonna say, is it a 1 year deal with an option? Right.
another 1-1. So basically, we stuck with him for two more because he's going to exercise his option if we give him a 1-1.
Yeah. The Lakers ain't doing that.
Exactly.
The Lakers are not. They're
With
not
new
doing that.
ownership, savvy ownership, I think we're out of the LeBron James business. And again, it was a great partnership while it lasted. Um, let's see what happens this year.
Nanya says he can always go play in China.
LeBron will make 50 million in China.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. Do you want to
But
go there?
but is there going to be another NBA team that breaks bread like that? That's what I'm saying. So I don't think so.
And I don't think LeBron is a bring bring teammates together type player. Like if you had a choice, let's say KD is 40, right? KD is 40 and he's on the market and still playing at a high level. His game is you can plug KD in with a bunch of different teams because of his type of game. LeBron's game has always been dominate the ball. So you can't really, you get what I'm saying? Like you can't plug LeBron in. Maybe when he was younger, because he was so dominant, you could plug him in.
Um I I think you could now. I think you could because he would allow the other guys to kind of take on more of the, you know, the scoring roles and even isolation roles. Like I could see him being more of a kick it up and get shit going, still being a facilitator versus like dominating the ball as much as he has in the past, especially if you have, you know, like if you're talking about pairing him with somebody like a KD, you know, or somebody like that. But
Mhm.
I mean, and speaking it in, man, um, I didn't see too many people talk about it, but I was talking to my brothers about that show we had with Durant on the Mind the Game episode with Durant on there. It's
Yeah.
like they were low key taking shots at Jordan, man. Like at least it kind of seemed like that when Durant made the comment about they got on the topic of longevity, and he said something about, yeah, you know, um some guys say, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna go play baseball and
Yeah.
then come back. It's like, man, what are y'all doing? And then, you know, you got LeBron cackling like like the shit was so
Yeah.
funny. Like,
Yeah.
what are y'all trying to do? Like, I mean, and he said something. Even LeBron was like, "Hey, man, you only played 13, 15 years. Like, only like
Yeah.
that's a long NBA career. Like, you're an anomaly, sir. Like,
Yeah.
respect that you have played that long for sure. Like respect to LeBron. But it's like, what are we doing? Like, are we rewriting history and trying to make it seem like you gotta play 20 some odd years to
Yeah.
be
It's
the greatest? Or what is, I don't know.
and again, what did Metro Boomin say? You live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Jordan went from being revered, and there is a segment of the population that will never look at anybody on the same level as Jordan. It's just impossible. And I think because of that, um, and because we're living in a society where everybody wants to see it now, hear it now, LeBron won't just let his legacy build. Like, bro, let's look
Yeah.
at where you're at 10 years after retirement, 15 years, 20 years after retirement. Let your legacy build. You're still playing the game. Like, why
Right.
are you adding like Jordan still in your head?
Right. And like,
This man touched the
yeah,
court in 30 years.
yeah, yeah. And don't try to like make the decision for people.
Yeah.
Like, let people, you know, speak on your behalf and stuff. I think it was um I can't remember. I think it was Stacey King who was saying something. He was the first person that actually mentioned that I saw mention something about um that longevity thing. But of course, Stacey King played with Jordan and all that stuff, so he's probably got some probably a little bit
Right.
biased. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, just let other people, like you say, let your legacy build. Just let leave that to other folks to say. Everybody knows you're great.
Yeah.
It's like, what are y'all doing? Like even Durant, everybody knows you're great. Durant, like that's undeniable. But I don't know. I just thought that was like, I'm like, are they taking shots at Jordan on this bitch? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
And not to beat a dead horse, but even with Durant, I Durant, there's a case because he's constantly fighting multiple allegations of things during his playing career. LeBron, you literally did it your way every time. Like you have like you're not Jordan, right? Because for whatever multiple reasons, and people use the fact that LeBron made it to so many finals against him. Jordan didn't make it to as many finals, right? So yeah, he won all the finals when he got there, but LeBron has made it to many finals, like double digit
yeah,
finals, right? Like that in itself is crazy. So it's like you I'm not saying you have a flawless most of it at every step of the way. You couldn't get it done in Cleveland the first time. You go to Miami, you get it done. You come back home to Cleveland, you basically redeem yourself and get Cleveland its first championship ever. That right there is, so great in the state of Ohio
hmm
that shit, you'll get a statue at City Hall one day. You know,
yeah.
then you come to the Lakers, all controversy
I don't know if he
included.
getting a Laker statue.
No, he ain't getting one. But what I'm saying is,
That
you play.
was real fast. You shut that shit down real fast.
No. But I'm saying at every destination, you got a chip.
Yeah.
You did it your way. So like, so when I juxtapose that to KD, it's like, okay, KD, OKC, you weren't able to win. You got to a finals, but you got beat by LeBron. You go to Golden State, you make something happen. Um, um, then you leave Golden State, you go to Brooklyn, nothing shook. You went to Phoenix, nothing shook. Now you're at Houston. So like we look at you differently than we look at LeBron. So I can see why KD would be defensive because KD should be revered as like one of the top guys, but because of some of the missteps, not his personal accolades, but because of some of his team missteps, right? The teams that he was on not achieving, what they should have been able to achieve with him on the roster for whatever reason, injuries, availability, whatever. There's more people shooting shots at KD, and KD is not afraid of going back and forth with people on Twitter. He'll pull up on any random.
hmm
It's so funny to see who
Hey,
KD argues with.
if this shit come across his screen, he pulling up on us like, what the fuck you niggas talking about?
Hey,
What?
we go back.
Go to
We'll
your
go back.
bum ass jobs.
No. That's the funny thing. When KD argues with people on Twitter, he will ask them, "Okay, you're trying to make this point. Prove your point." He's not arguing from a negative place. Like he's
hmm
literally trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, and that's what makes it so funny. Like KD will just pull up and argue basketball with someone that has 60 followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he catches your comment and he feels away, he will say, "Excuse me, can you explain what you're saying about this, and this about me?" Hey, it's
hmm
funny, bro.
hmm
KD is
hmm
definitely a national treasure when it comes to social media.
Yeah, and I mean you got to respect the fan interaction, but it's like the revisionist aspect of what some of that stuff is doing to me is just kind of like, what? Okay, what are we trying to say here? But I guess it's all in the eyes of the beholder, whoever that is, when you're speaking from different points of views and their players and all of that shit of today. So they may look at shit a different way than what we do. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you talking all of this stuff about who's the greatest and all of this other kind of shit, then they are like taking shots and propping themselves up in some way. So, and
Yeah.
I love big women in the building.
What
Welcome.
up? What
First time I'm
up?
seeing you here. So
Indeed.
appreciate you. He says Kareem Abdul Jabbar is the GOAT, 8 championship rings, 6 as a player, 2 as a coach. His only crime was snorting lines as long as LA Dodgers third baseline. Okay.
Hey, I mean, again, there's an argument to be made, right?
Oh
Depending on,
shit.
depending on your era, depending on
Uh-oh, Bong. Hold on. Is it choppy? Is it choppy for y'all? Bong is go ahead. Go ahead.
I was saying, depending on what era you come from, Kareem might be your go. You know, like
Yeah.
it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell could be your goat, but because basketball wasn't basketball really didn't take off and become like this a household thing until Magic Bird. So you have Magic Bird who basically introduced it to the households, and then the person that came, they were the pioneers, right? Not taking nothing away, but when they introduced NBA to the masses, right? You had ABA, NBA beforehand, the merger. You introduced NBA to the masses. Magic and Bird were the pioneers. They're the ones that probably won't get as much credit as they deserve. The person that came after them created the golden era of basketball. So we remember everything. And again, this is pre-social media.
Hmm.
Mike was probably doing some wild stuff behind the scenes that will never get told, will never
Yeah.
get seen, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, engineer, man, my internet been spotty for a couple weeks, man. I'm at a remote location. But Zenimo, what up, what up, what up? Got a question. Anybody do dynasty superflex leagues in football? I don't really rock with the dynasty league. I just don't I do keepers. I do keeper leagues, which is super fun. Um, different type of keepers, different type of drafts, but
Hmm.
I'm not really big on a dynasty where you're basically building a franchise, which I'm sure is probably fun, but you know I want to be able to
Switch it
live
up.
a life. Hey, let's throw that
Yeah,
one away and start.
exactly. Switch it up. Scrap it.
I don't want to be stuck with these dudes for 7 years. Like, damn, man, you ain't
Oh
still
shit.
Kyle Pitts, you still ain't popping off 6 years later. You know what
Oh
I'm
man.
saying? 7 years later.
Hey,
Um,
who was that
yeah,
said it was engineer. Engineer says Stafford is cooked. What you think, Bong? He's been having this back
I just
issue.
all I keep thinking about is Tony Romo. All I keep thinking
Mm.
about is Tony Romo. He had disc issues the year that Dak Prescott was drafted and ultimately took Tony Romo's job. Remember that Seattle game? I think it was a preseason game. He goes down awkwardly. Somebody kicks him and knees him in the back, and that was it. Like you
Hmm.
start messing with the back. When you start messing with the back,
Yeah.
it's over, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
over.
heard. I heard he was supposed to be participating in some workouts and stuff like that. That hadn't happened. And now they're saying they're hopeful that he'll get out there and be able to do some things. So we'll see. They were saying if they were playing right now, if it was a game,
That he be
that
out
he'd
there.
be in it. He'd be out there. I'm not saying that he won't, but you ain't if you ain't participating in camp and all of that stuff, who knows what's being done behind the scenes. I can't sit up here and say that I believe that he's doing absolutely nothing. I think he's doing something. Um, just what
Yeah.
that is, I don't know, but he'll probably
There,
play.
they're going to ask him to knock the rust off in season
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for sure.
and hope to be one of those teams that get in at 9-8, struggled early but come on late, and
Or hope to steal a couple of those early games where he's knocking off the rust. You
but
know.
what I'm saying is, yes, that's, man, they can go either way. But
Yeah.
um, I think their division is up for grabs. No, there's no clear. So you have the Rams. The Rams would be if Matt Stafford was healthy, the Rams would be the leader in the clubhouse, right? You got San Francisco. They are put together with tape and straw, but they have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. That
and
strength of
and they
schedule.
and they got their guy who now you will see what's up with. I think this year will show you what's up with Purdy.
Yeah, that strength of schedule thing, it don't always pan out, because you don't know how teams are going to come out and what they're going to look like. So, but you have San Francisco, kind of ragtag bunch. You got Seattle, new quarterback, lost DK. They relying on a rookie wide receiver. Oh, no, they got Cooper Cup. I forgot they got Cup and they got JSN. So he's making a transition to a one. Um, Then you have, the Rams. Like I said, if Stafford's not hurt, they're the leader in the clubhouse. And then who's the fourth team in that NFC West? You got Frisco,
Frisco,
got
Seattle,
like
the Rams, and then Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. I have no belief in Kyler Murray, but that's just personal.
Who y'all have said is on the hot booster seat. So we'll see what happens with that. But
I love
I,
big women in the comment section going ham.
I
Uh,
see it.
I'm running fantasy leagues this year with Gibbs and Henry, or Jonathan Taylor and Henry. Yeah,
Not a bad running back combo.
yeah, man. Yeah,
But you
yeah.
know what? I think it's gonna be some later round picks, some like sleeper
For
running
why?
back that you could pick up that are gonna
Every year,
make it happen.
every year, it never fails. Chase Brown was the one last year.
Yeah.
He got me into the playoffs in most of my leagues, but his injury did me in late. You know what I'm saying? He got hurt during the fantasy playoffs, and although he got me there, um, I couldn't get over the hump.
Mm.
Uh, you know, Joe Burrow and that Cincinnati offense is going to be
En-
prolific.
Engineer says the RB renaissance is upon us.
Yeah, absolutely. Run it back, man. Bring it back. Take it back to
Hmm.
the essence, as they
Hmm.
say. But man, Cincinnati, and again, we're gonna keep putting Joe Burrow in that top 3, 4 category, and I'm saying that if you have another year where you can't lead your team to the playoffs, you got to go. Don't stop. I'm tired of hearing about Joe Burrow being top 4, top 3, top 4 quarterback. And Al sucks in my draft. Me and him have been working behind the scenes to kind of to determine what we're going to use to
You
compile
guys
this.
started.
We just putting the framework together. I'm hoping to get something on wax maybe in the next week on a Saturday. We'll do a live stream
Hmm.
and try and get something popping, man. But we're just putting together the criteria, and then I think we'll work through maybe we'll give each quarterback. We're only doing a top 10, um, so only just giving each quarterback maybe a small little like a write up on each quarterback that's in the top 10. But we're gonna do it live, man. Like your boy. Fuck it, we'll do it
We'll
live.
do it
So
live. And Al sucks at mock drafts. I see your comment. about your squad. They definitely have the backs to do it, right? I like the running back situation the Seahawks have. My question for you is, are you sold on their receivers? Um, I know you guys got Smith and Jigba, who I think he's definitely going to be putting in some work. You brought Cooper Cup over from uh, uh another team in your division, you know, over from the Rams, so I think he should put in some work for y'all. But
Hey, and it's
is that enough?
always
Is that enough?
ADP.
Uh
It's
huh.
always interesting when you have a team that's willing to no, well, not he they didn't even trade. I forgot he. You know what? Let me take that back because he was released by the
Mm-hmm.
Rams.
Mm-hmm.
He just signed with Seattle as a free agent. Um, the Cowboys were interested, and apparently Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb had put the full court press on Cooper Cup until the front office determined how much he wanted to get paid, and they were like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
But I think all in all, it was actually a blessing in disguise for the Cowboys because that I think that George Pickens pickup is better than what Cooper Cup would have done,
Mm-hmm.
better than what um, Rashad Bateman would have done for
Oh
the
yeah.
Cowboys. So, I think Cooper Cup would have been for Dallas would have been maybe a better fit for Dak Prescott as like a cerebral player and just, hey man, I know where to be on the field, kind
Mm-hmm.
of like a Cole Beasley, but just a higher tier
Mm-hmm.
than Cole Beasley, but like that type of smart receiver, like, hey
Higher
man, listen,
higher tier and taller also.
yeah, yeah,
It's like
all
all
that.
that.
So, but it is what it is, man. I hope for the best for Cooper Cup. I think it was like after he had his Triple Crown season with the Rams, they just
I mean, but if we talking about receivers, I like what the Rams got going on. Um, how theirs is shaping up.
yeah,
So I don't know. And I see y'all sucks in my draft. You say you like Horton. Um, we'll see. We'll see how he fares. Um, I don't know. I think you got to be able to slang it too. Pause, but to pass the ball too. Mix that in these days.
yeah, absolutely.
Unless you're like, well, I can't even say unless you're Baltimore because they throwing that shit too.
I
So
mean, they taking care of. You got your boy. What's the cat? I just mentioned him. Bateman,
oh
Rashad
yeah,
Bateman.
Bateman. Yeah.
Talking about he's glad that he stayed with the Ravens and didn't get shipped off to the Cowboys. I'm like, boy, in what world? Because
Mm.
I guess hey, if you're about winning and trying to make a deep run into the playoffs, sure. But if you're about statistics, trying to get your numbers and trying to get paid like a number one wide receiver, ain't no
Yeah.
way. Ain't no way because Lamar's not gonna get. No disrespect to Lamar, there's a reason that him, Josh Allen, like those two, and they don't need to have a plethora of top tier wide receivers because they're gonna run first. That's
Hmm.
that's in the cards. They're gonna run first. So, Bateman, you'll get you a nice 700-yard season. You know what I'm saying? 700-800 yards. Zay Flowers will probably crack 1,000,
Hmm.
but you know what I'm saying. And we know that one of the tight ends got to eat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So give me one
Which
second.
which I which I think Isaiah um likely is gonna be the one who starts taking more of the shine at the tight end position. So we'll see how that goes. And I love big women. If somebody just takes that as a snippet, they'll think I love big women. But Uh, I agree with you. Jackson Smith and Jigba should have a monster season with Darnold. I think he will. Um, I actually had him on my fantasy team this past season. Um, and he was putting in work, man. You're saying he's a sleeper receiver in the third round. Um, yeah, I can agree with that, man. Um, I think he'll be putting up numbers. I haven't seen in Outsucks and mock drafts. You can speak to this. I haven't seen what kind of chemistry him and Darnold have been showing in training camp so far. But I'm expecting him to have a big season. So we shall see. Um, let's see. You also said Jordan Mason with the Vikings. If Aaron Jones goes down, he'll exceed expectations. Um, I think so. I think Mason showed he could be a number one if need be. He could be a number one. So and even if Jones doesn't go down, it depends on how they plan to use him because a lot Detroit is showing you. You can have two successful running backs and a passing game as well. So if they can mix it up, give Aaron Jones some touches and Mason some touches as well to keep them both fresh, I can see Mason having a solid season also. So
Absolutely. Running
yeah,
back is one of the positions that's easy to plug. It's easy to plug, man. It just take, it's not as cerebral a position, right? You have to have a skill set. Either you can be quick to get through the hole, you can be a thumper, but as long as you can read gaps, you know what I'm saying, and follow blocks, and the good ones, that's it. You know what I'm saying, read and react type shit. Um, you can make it happen. They always talk about how running back is probably one of the easiest positions to transition from college to the NFL, from college to the pros. So, yeah, and that's what they try to use to devalue the running back position, right? Like that's exactly what they tried to use. Will suppress the value. So a lot of teams started saying, "Hey, we don't need to draft them in the first round.
yeah,
We'll draft them in the third, fourth, fifth round, right? So they're not making money. And by the time their rookie contract is over, most of these guys will just, we'll go get another one. But what happened was with the resurgence of the first round draft picks, the Bijan Robinsons, the Ashton Genties, with what's my man from Detroit,
Gibbs.
uh, the Gibbs, right? So you got Gibbs, Bijan, Ashton Genty just going this year. Omarion Hampton, didn't he
Hmm.
go first this year as well?
Um, you saying
Yeah,
first
Omarion.
round?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went first round.
yeah,
Yeah, so you got. So now it's like, okay, man, damn. Now we got to start paying them again, right? Like it's almost like it was cyclical, man. But um, yeah,
yeah. But
I like.
it's crazy because like you can say that about the wide receiver position too. You know what I mean? Like in turn, the part you were talking about, where it's like I can get a guy in the later rounds who can end up being a star. You know,
Right,
so
right,
and does that it
but
has
with
that
wide
devalued the wide receiver position? You know what I mean? Like it's
because
crazy.
no, because there's more wide receivers, right? You can have four wide receivers on the
Tr-
field, five wide
True.
receivers at the same time, so there's just more. And yeah, so you can go get a guy late in the draft.
Yeah,
Or
but what I'm saying is when we're speaking about like how much you pay that position or how much you pay a receiver, if I can go snatch a guy in the later rounds, I can look at it that way and say, hey, well, even if I'm looking at fantasy draft, I could say, hey, man, I might find a couple sleeper receivers who are going to put up, you know, wide receiver two numbers possibly, and maybe week to week might give me wide receiver one numbers. Might have a crazy game here and there, but in the real world and not fantasy, if I can get a receiver late and that guy's on a lower tier contract, does that
but
suppress the value of receivers?
eventually you'll have to pay him because a wide receiver typically is going to have a longer shelf life than a running back.
True.
So yeah,
Shelf life, I agree with you there, but I'm
you
saying
may,
just the
you may find a diamond in the rough on his rookie deal. You may find a Puka Nakua, right, on his rookie deal, but eventually you gonna have to pay Puka, and they just like the Rams finally have to pay.
right,
Yeah,
but that's a perfect example though. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
there's and I see engineers also saying later round receivers probably hit less than running backs. Um I'd have to look at that. I'd have to look at that and see. Um because I mean shit, we could start talking where was Terrell Owens picked?
Hey, Al sucks in my draft. If Seattle doesn't have a good season this year, don't worry,
What?
man. I'm here for you, brother.
What? Because he
Because
breaking
he
down the
talking about JSN and
Oh, I
Darnold
saw that. I saw that.
last 2 weeks working on throwing and anticipate. Yeah, every quarterback do that with their number one wide receiver.
Well, he's saying that in response to me when I said I don't know how they've been looking in training. I think you
Oh,
stepped
okay,
away.
okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
think
okay.
when you stepped away, I told him, and I said he may be able to speak to it. I don't know how they're looking in camp, Smith and Jigba and Sam Darnold. But
Yeah,
apparently he's saying that they're looking cool. So hopefully, man.
yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, hopefully. I wouldn't mind
Man,
seeing Seattle do well, man. I don't have nothing
me neither.
against your squad.
Me neither. I don't have listen. As long as they don't come across our way, we've had some battles with Seattle. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That Legion of Boom when man with Romo with Dak, we had some battles with Seattle, some back and forths with Russell Wilson back when Russell Wilson was still on top of his game. So but it's all love. It's only a few teams I really where it's really like on site. You know what I'm saying? It's 49ers, Green Bay. You understand
Yeah.
me? Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Like it's only a few. You dig? Um, man. But yeah, just a little. This one nothing, man. Just a little quick Thursday night.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thursday night pop in, man. We going as the season starts, man. We will ramp up, and I know it's gonna get cracking in here. Should be fun. Should be some. We can really get with and enjoy the season. But
Yeah, I was looking real quick to see like some late round receivers. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore, uh
Scotty Boy,
TJ Houshmandzada.
whoosh,
Like, I
Long
mean,
Beach Polly.
this is what I'm saying, man. Remember Marcus Colston with the Saints?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, uh I don't know, engineer. I know you said they probably hit less. I got to see that though.
They do, but it's still they do hit less, but it's just more. You're gonna carry more wide receivers on a roster than you're gonna carry running backs, right? Like I said, you at any given time in a game, you can line up 5 wide receivers. You can go with a 5 wide receiver set. So you're gonna have more wide receivers, so it's more opportunity for them to hit. Ooh, he pulled out Herman Moore, oh Detroit Lion.
Mm-hmm. Herman Moore. Listen, hey, I love big women. Who's your squad? Because you've been dropping some stuff in here, man. I'm curious to know who your squad is. NFL team. And if you follow NBA, who's your NBA team? Yeah, engineer. That's what I'm saying. Engineer says I'll have to dig in and find the percentage. Like, yeah. Oh, Scotty Boy. My bad. I wasn't even Scotty Boy in the building.
In the building, baby.
Scotty Boy says I'm not used to 2 streams in a week. Hey man, listen, we told you that
Yeah.
we were gonna try to start hitting y'all with another day, and we said Thursday was the day we came up with. So we trying to make it happen on Mondays and Thursdays. And
Mondays
then
and
of
Thursdays.
course when the football season starts, we got some stuff in the works. We might be having some live watch sessions with y'all, man. Watch some games on the Sunday and do some Sunday recaps and all that type of stuff. So yeah. I love big women is Detroit
Detroit.
Lions and NFC. You got two teams? He said, hey, somebody got to come through, baby.
Hey, but
Hey,
look,
look at
you can
those two
tell
teams, though.
that's what I was going to say. You can tell he's a real fan because,
Right?
boy,
Are
damn
you
near
are you
purgatory.
are you from Detroit? Because I see the Pistons are your NBA team. So Detroit Lions and then the Pistons. Are you from Detroit? Who does Seattle play tomorrow? Alf sucks at mock drafts. Uh, Oh, the Chiefs. Okay, I see they play the Chiefs. Tune in the first quarter. Okay, I will. I want to see. I want to see how Darnold is looking.
Time for some action. Hey, man, we shall see. We shall see. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, hey, I love big women. So say that handle, man.
Right.
Hey, man, if you haven't already, man, hit the subscribe for us, man. Hit the subscribe button for us, man. We definitely appreciate it. We appreciate you tapping in.
Yeah, and tell your folks
Appreciate
to
you
come through
tapping in.
and rock with us, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Man, as soon as we listen, this shit is creeping and crawling on us, man. Like we were hoping to already be like further along in the game, with the Discord, with the channel and all that stuff. And I know we got to get a little bit more consistent with our drops and going live and stuff. But once it starts picking up some steam and stuff, and we get past the that 1,000 subscriber point, and we can get enough watch hours and stuff, we want to start giving back to the folks who rock with us, man. So we'll have like some giveaways and all of that type of shit, and keep y'all engaged, man. So E-Bean Gaming in the building. He says WNBA tomorrow, 5 games. I haven't even looked at the schedule, man.
E being gaming was good with it. Was good with it.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the schedule. Let's see.
Are you recording? Are you live?
Let's see. Let's see. WNBA. Okay. Man, they do have a full slate tomorrow. Hmm. Scotty boy. do you gamble on any of the WNBA stuff? You got any locks on your WNBA situation? And Eben Gaming, I haven't even followed them enough to if you're looking to like make some picks, I haven't even followed them enough for making picks. I know
Something
the
lets me know. Something lets me know. E being gaming knows the picks.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Hey, E being gaming, man. Let us know if you're trying to rock with the we doing a fantasy football league, man. We're looking for we're trying to fill 3 more spots. We're gonna do the draft live on one of the shows. So let us know if you're trying to get down with that, man. So
He said I definitely know.
I know you know. Yeah, I know you know. I'm just waiting. Hey, I'm just waiting to get cracking during football season, man. I'm gonna be on you in the Discord, E being gaming during when the season starts, man. I know a little something, something, but it seemed like you know a little bit more. Okay,
Okay,
E
he
being
said he's
gaming is
down.
down. Man.
So how many
So
do we have?
we got eight.
8. Okay.
Got eight down.
So we
So
need 2 more.
so we need 2 more, and we'll be able to get this thing rolling. But E being gaming, he's in the E being gaming is in the Discord, so
Mhm.
we'll be able to get in contact with him. We'll shoot you a DM with the information or whatever, or try and get your
I
probably
think
need your email so we can set up the league.
I think everybody that you mentioned is already in there. I know
Yeah,
I know who was it that was saying? I think Nunya said he might be down. Nunya, if you are, make sure you're in the Discord. You can go to the YouTube channel page and click on the link and just go ahead and sign up and join the Discord. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so yeah, let's see.
Man.
Okay, so we'll get
Yep,
all of
yep.
that
So
going.
we'll DM you eBean Gaming. We'll DM you with the information so we can get that thing. We can get the thing rolling, man. Should be fun, man. We'll do the draft on here. That should be a fun episode too.
Engineer, I don't know if FYF. I think FYF is into basketball more so than
Basketball,
football.
basketball
Yeah,
only,
so I don't know
basketball
if we could get FYF in there.
only. Yeah.
Um, oh man, look, I was talking about Fanning Jr. I was talking. Do you remember me saying something about him, Bong? It was you probably don't. When I
Nah.
told
When?
you when I was saying folks who I thought would be like a steal in the draft,
Uh huh.
and he was one of them.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, but I can't be on here talking about all of the motherfuckers that I think
All
could
right.
be
That's why
good because
trying to,
yeah, because
trying to keep a low profile.
yeah, because he was like I think he was out of Bowling Green. Um, I love big women. Let me know if I'm right. He was out of Bowling Green, right? Fanning. I want to say he led the nation
There, you-
from that
there,
position.
you-
Anyway.
there you go, engineer. You said it best. After the draft. After the draft. We'll talk after the draft. You did.
Okay. I hear
Yeah.
that. I hear
Should
that.
should should be
Oh, look,
interesting.
let me go ahead and put this shit in here. Scotty Boy, Asia Wilson 15 points, Alyssa Thomas 10. Okay, I might have to take a look at these prop bets and cuz Ebean Gaming is saying nice picks. Okay. All right, but yeah, man, shit. Like Bong was saying, got on here real quick to just holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us. Um,
Absolutely.
we will circle back. Look to hear from us again live will be Monday, and then after
Absolutely.
that Thursday. But in the meantime, in between time, don't forget about that Discord because you know y'all can jump in there and holla at us. You know what I'm saying? We
Absolutely.
on there talking, and there's a lot of people. Well, a few people. Again, I always got to shout y'all out. Alf Sucks and Mock Drafts,
Engineer.
Engineer, Scotty
Scotty.
Boy. Like I
Yep.
always see y'all in there, and
Yep.
and trust, we are definitely looking at that shit. We appreciate it. So you know, we gotta holler at y'all and figure something out to show our appreciation for the support. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So, but yeah.
Absolutely.
So, all right, Bong, you got anything else for him, man?
Nah, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, man. A little quick little catch up, but nah, I'm good.
All right, man. Well, we ain't got KP with the balloons, but two peas in the bong, and we out, y'all.
Peace.